Good Saturday morning, everybody. Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and it is once again time for what every cruiser wants. Well, we're going to read real cruise comments for you. That way you can know how you are supposed to cruise and the things you are supposed to want when you are cruising, at least according to these people. Now, y'all may have noticed we have Tiffany with us this week. She is going to be joining us for what every cruiser wants. Had someone say they wanted some more Tiffany? Well, I'm going to give you guys some more Tiffany, and we're going to get her opinions on these tonight. Now, she has not seen these comments ahead of time. No. So we're getting a raw, unfiltered version of what someone else besides me thinks about these comments. All right, so let's jump in with our first comment today. We're going to talk about working on cruise ships. Now, I understand a lot more people work remote than they ever have before. And they're able to go on cruise vacations. They're able to get some work done, take more cruise vacations. That's a good thing. Yes. We work on cruise vacations, got to edit videos, upload videos. So I get all of that. But do you really think that they need to set aside a dedicated space on a cruise ship just to do work? Do you really think they need to take away from a limited amount of real estate and put in a business center? Well, according to this person, they think that's exactly what cruise lines need to do. Unfortunately, I'll need to work a few hours each day on my upcoming Vista cruise. I understand from my travel agent that Carnival does not have a business center. With 70% of Americans working remotely and working on vacation too, Carnival should provide a business center on every ship. Charging stations, printers, special internet packages for workers. Drop the ball here, Carnival. So according to them, 70% of Americans are working remotely. I don't know where they got that 70%, but I got a feeling that that is just wrong. 70%. Wow.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. I'm not part of the 70%. Are you part of the 70%?
No.
Okay, so we're not part of that 70%. We must be part of the 30%. So let's talk about it. A business center on every cruise ship. Is that not called your cabin? I mean, there's a desk, there's a chair, there's power, right?
Bring your own charging station.
Yeah, you kind of bring your own stuff to charge. I mean, don't you already have the stuff to charge your phone and charge your cameras and charge your laptops right there in the room? That needs to be provided for you?
I'm curious about the printer. What would you be printing? Couldn't you just email it?
I kind of wonder that too. I mean, what are you printing while you're on the ocean? What are you going to do with the printed copies? Are you going to take them in your suitcase and take them home?
Yeah, that's
a valid point. I didn't even consider that. What are you printing and what now are you doing with those printed documents at sea? Good point. Good point. I didn't even think of that. And special internet package for workers. Well, you know what? They already have internet packages. If you choose to work with it, that's up to you.
Yeah.
Do we really need another internet package that's designed just for workers?
I don't think so. I mean, so the internet packages vary, yes?
Right. You can get, usually most cruise lines have different speeds, different tiers that you can get.
So just get the tier that works for you if you're working on vacation. That seems pretty simple.
Right. Now, I have seen on some cruise ships, they do have the internet cafe. I have seen printers in the internet cafe. Again, don't know what you're printing, but I have seen printers in there. You know, they have computers, they have internet. I just don't think that on a ship that has a limited amount of real estate, you need to take something away to add something else, especially on what I believe to be an inflated number of 70%.
Yes.
Now, we're going to throw that over to you guys, though. Are you one of the 70% that is now working remotely on board cruise ships? Do you feel that cruise lines need a dedicated business center for you to do your work? Or are you on vacation? If you got to do a little something, you do it in your cabin, sit at the desk, you know, maybe open up your door there and get some ocean breeze in while you're doing it. That's what I would do. But, of course, like always, we got to ask you guys what you think. On to comment number 2. Now, this time, we're going to talk about washers and dryers and doing laundry on board your cruise. Now, us personally, we don't do laundry on board a cruise ship. Haven't been on a cruise that's long enough to require. Now, obviously, if we were on a cruise, 10, 14, 30-day cruise, obviously we'd have to do some laundry. Though I actually think, me personally, I would pay whatever it was to turn the laundry bag in and have the crew wash it.
Yes.
That's just me, though. I'm not on vacation to do laundry. But I do realize that some people do laundry and some people want to do laundry. But the question now is should it be free?
No.
Or should the machines cost like they currently do? Should the cruise lines provide you everything necessary to do your laundry? And should they provide it for free? What do you think?
Some cruise lines do.
It's true. We have seen them with laundry detergent out.
It was Princess.
Right. We did see that on Princess.
Did provide the laundry detergent. On cruise, if you've ever watched any cruising videos or cruising tip videos, all of them say if you plan on doing laundry, pack your favorite detergent. All of them come in pods now. Pop a few in a Ziploc bag, pack it. They're not going to take that from you. Just be careful where you put them, you know?
Right. Absolutely. Super easy. But according to this person, why is this stuff not free? I was on the Pride and am wondering why the washer and dryer machines are not free. Charging for laundry detergent after we paid X amount for the cruise is nickel and dime craziness. Nickel and dime craziness. Now, there is nickel and diming on cruise ships.
Yes.
There's no doubt about that. And it's getting worse and worse year after year. There's no doubt about that. But you know what? The laundry is, since I've ever been cruising, has always cost money. I've never seen the washers and dryers free. It's actually only recently that we've seen the free laundry detergent. Of course, I don't know what kind it is. I don't know what's in it. I don't know if it's, something great or maybe the most least expensive possible detergent that they could find. I'm sure if the cruise line's providing it, probably is. So I'm with Tiffany that if I know I'm going to need to do laundry, a couple of pods of my detergent that I like, that doesn't cause reactions or issues with me, is what I'm going to bring on the cruise ship. Doesn't take up any space. It's like a lot of things on cruise lines. Look, if you know you're going to do something, whether you're going to wash some clothes, or we've talked about it before, you're going to chew some gum, or you need some insect repellent, or you need some sunscreen. Look, these are just things you bring with you on board the ship is if you as an individual are going to need them. And look, if you booked a long cruise, 14 days cruise, a journeys cruise, a transatlantic cruise, chances are you're going to do some laundry, and I think you just need to prepare ahead of time and stop expecting cruise lines to give you everything for free, especially something that, to my knowledge, has never been free.
Yeah. I mean, if you went on a land-based vacation for that long, you would have to find a laundromat, which is not free.
Exactly. Hotels, it's not free. But like always, let's ask you guys, should the laundry services, washers and dryers be free on cruise ships? Should they provide you laundry detergent to do your laundry? Or it's a personal choice whether or not you're going to do the laundry on the ship, and you should bring your own laundry detergent. Let us know below what you guys think.
Now, I got one more comment on this one.
Okay.
Depending on your level of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like diamond, platinum.
Correct.
You get laundry service.
Right. If
right?
you have a high enough loyalty level, a lot of the cruise lines provide free laundry service as part of your loyalty level. That is correct.
So if you are an avid cruiser, stay with a certain cruise line, and then you don't have to worry about the nickel and diming craziness.
That's true. Get a high enough loyalty level, laundry service a lot of time is provided. And keep in mind, if you don't have that loyalty level, you can still pay to have the crew do it. Mm-hmm. And then you don't even have to worry about the washers and dryers at all, which honestly, like I said at the beginning, if I'm on vacation, that's my first choice. Yeah. So this next one I think is a really good one, and I'm glad Tiffany is here for this one because she's going to be able to give us what I think is the perfect opinion for this type of situation. Now, this comment is from a military person who doesn't like a certain phrase that is said on board the ship. He doesn't like that phrase, "Thank you for your service," when it is told to him. Now, I can tell you this much. As a veteran myself, it's not that I'm not fond of that phrase, because I really don't go around in public when I'm on a cruise ship going, I'm a veteran, I'm a veteran. That way I can get people to say it. I would say, honestly, that as a veteran and someone comes up and says, "Thank you for your service," it's not that I dislike the phrase. It's kind of like, I'm not really sure what to say back.
Yeah.
I'm not real sure what my response should be to that, because I understand why the person's saying thank you, but I didn't perform my service for them. Okay, I did my military service for my family. It was for my people. And I don't mean that rude and ugly and to say that nobody else is important, but what I did was for my own. And so I get why people say it. And so I've learned as a veteran that when people say it, I just say thank you and I go about my way, because I don't think people are trying to be rude or ugly or have a problem with it. But you know what? This person right here, they seem to have a real problem with it. When your cruise directors say thank you for your service, they have no understanding of what it even means. It is the same when passengers see me wearing my Vietnam veterans cap and is just reactionary, just a knee-jerk reaction to seeing someone who was in the military. They don't know what we do or why we do it, or even if they actually support anything we do. They just know they're supposed to say it. Please have the cruise director stop saying it, and you must stop saying it too. Lead by example. I'm gonna tell you right now, as a veteran, this person has the absolute wrong attitude. People are gonna say it. People support the military. They support soldiers. Look, they don't need to necessarily know what we do. They don't need to know what it was like to be there. They don't need to know those feelings. They obviously support the person, the military, the soldiers that do the mission, not even necessarily what the mission was itself. And look, I'm not gonna try to put down another veteran too hard, but if you don't want people to say it, stop wearing, say, for an example, a Vietnam veterans cap telling everybody that you're in the military. You're advertising it. You're asking for it from these people that are just trying to show love and support. That's how I look at it as a veteran. Look, if I don't want to hear it, you just won't see me advertise it. Okay, which, as a general rule, I don't. You know that.
Yeah.
Here's a good thing, because Tiffany is here. Now, Tiffany has had military members in her family. Of course, she has me, but she has never served in the military. So let's have the non-service member's opinion. Do you tell people, thank you for your service? And why do you tell them?
I do tell people that are military, that I know are military, thank you for their service, just because my family was part of the military and I've heard stories. I remember in high school talking to people, doing research papers and talking to people and just hearing their stories, and it made them proud to talk about their stories. So thanking them, especially Vietnam veterans, you know, you see a lot of the Vietnam veterans, they were mistreated so poorly when they came back. So I think this is our way of saying, sorry you were treated that way, but we appreciate you. You know, we appreciate the sacrifices that you made, time away from your family, injuries, whatever the case may be. So it's just, I don't think it's a knee-jerk reaction. It's just us non-military people trying to show our appreciation for you going out and doing what you've done.
So there you go, a good non-military point of view, which is exactly what, you know, I knew bringing you on for this comment was going to help us provide. But expecting cruise directors to stop saying it, expecting cruise lines to stop saying it, expecting cruise passengers to stop saying it, first of all, it's not even realistic. Cruise lines are huge supporters of the military. They all, you know, every cruise line has a military appreciation event. And again, if you don't want to be a part of it, if you don't want to be acknowledged, if you don't want people to say that to you, then honestly, I'm sorry, don't advertise something that you did. It's really that easy. But as a veteran, if I'm wearing a hat that says I was in the military, people are going to say it. And I chose to wear it, and that's the reaction I know I'm going to get. You know what? Maybe it's time to be a little humble and just say thank you and go about your day. My opinion, but let me throw it over to you guys, because I know we have veterans that watch these videos. What do you guys think? Should people like cruise directors, cruise lines, and cruise passengers just stop saying thank you for your service? Or as veterans, we just need to understand this is just the way it is. And look, people are just trying to provide us a little love and a little support. And that's going to be our video today for what every cruiser wants. Now, today, we didn't have as much rudism as we normally have. We didn't have as much entitleism as we normally have. We had some fairly normal comments. You know, we still had the, you know, everybody thinks like me. All the Texans want this.
Yeah.
70% of the Americans, they're working remote and they all want this. You still get the people that are going to exaggerate exactly who wants this instead of just writing in those comments and say, I want this because this is what change that I would like to see. They can't write it in that way. That's not as effective as saying the whole planet wants it too. But you guys know how it goes. But let me know in the comments what you think of these comments. Do you agree with these people? Do you not agree with these people? Do you guys agree with Tiffany? Would you like to see Tiffany back for more episodes of What Every Cruiser Wants? Let us know below. Now, I hope everyone out there has enjoyed today's video. If you have, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you haven't done so yet, do me a favor and hit subscribe. It is free to do so. Helps our channel grow. Let you know anytime we put out a new video. Hope everyone out there is having a really great day. And like always,
we'll see you out on the high seas.